$15, 2 for $25, and the entire box of 50 for $500. It's a bargain that no one has ever taken me up on yet. And this is, I'm going to sing the title track to my 4th record. And if you don't see the record there, you can get them on iTunes or like order them from my website too. But this one is by far the most stupidly titled record I have. Album number 4. It was inspired by 2 names written on a rock when I was doing a tour of North Ontario. Think like Minnesota and then go like 10 hours north. Wow. Every mining and mill town between here and Red Lake. And Red Lake is 40 hours due northwest of here. The road ends in Red Lake. The tree line ends in Red Lake. And I was up there in March of 2003 doing this tour by myself.
Oh my gosh.
And you know you're getting close to one of these towns, right? Because here you can pick 8 different ways to get to where you want to go. It's like Plinko, right? But there in Canada, we have one highway that goes through Canada, the Trans-Canada Highway. And most of these towns, they're either on or within 10 or 15 minutes north or south of them, right? And you know you're getting close to one of these towns because about a half a kilometer outside of town there will be a rock face, because all of the highway was blasted through the Canadian Shield, right? So there will be a rock face where all the local kids of this town will go and graffiti their love for each other. So that's how you know you're getting close, because you'll see John loves Mary, Steve loves Sue. And somewhere near the town of Espanola, Ontario, I saw 2 of the stupidest names I'd ever seen. Loving each other forever. And I thought, I could do something with this. And the name of the song and the name of the kids, Spaz loves Weezie. And when the record came out in 2004, I went on the CBC, which is our like NPR, right? And the host said, "How did you name this curiously titled record?" And I told them basically the story I just told you. And then I played the song. And then a week later, the host got back on the air and said, "Hey, remember last week Jory Nash was here and he played us his spazzy tune? We want to find these people." Are you Spaz? Do you know Weezie? Give us a call here at CBC Radio. And they put a Canada-wide APB out. Looking for Spaz and Weezie. And nobody called. Because either they do not exist, or they're too embarrassed to admit to being. So weeks went by and leads went cold, and I went on tour again. And now I'm coming down here to the United States. I was doing a trio tour with my friends Terry Tuff, who's Ottawa area, and Angus Finnan, who's another local Toronto singer-songwriter. And it seems so long ago, but it wasn't that recently. But back then, when you're traveling, you're a musician, and you want to check your email and you're on the road, this was before there were handheld devices, 8 years ago. So we had to go find an internet cafe in whatever town you're in to go get your email. So we are in Annapolis, Maryland, at an internet cafe, checking our email, and there it was on a Friday afternoon, an email from CBC Radio production. And it said, "We found them!"
No way.
And the next morning, live on air, via telephone hookup, I was reunited. Reunited with Spaz, reunited with Weezie, and with Weezie's husband, Bill. And Weezie had some explaining to do. I'm going to finish with